Hello, this is Prop Friends with an overview on conducting research, networking, making phone calls, international calls for the GMS International Research Project. First, let's talk about if you need to use a phone on campus. The best place to organize a conference call or a call is from the third floor conference room on Weyerhaeuser. It's usually available without scheduling from, I'd say, 9 o'clock at night till 6:30 in the morning. You can always contact Tara Tucker in the School of Business Dean's office. She would oversee the normal business hours, and she can book you for off hours. And off hours, in the case when the building is closed, just contact security, let them know you're one of the students in my class, and they've been letting people in for 10 years at this point. You just dial 9, you dial the country code, which you can find. Sometimes with a cell phone, it's a little bit different, a little bit nuanced. Rest assured, I would say 60% of the time you get right through. 40% of the time, sometimes I get a beep, beep, beep. Either lines seem to be busy. I redial maybe 2 or 3 times, I get through. Sometimes I get through, the person doesn't speak English, they get nervous, they hang up on me. Then I get someone who does speak English, they say, let me get someone who speaks English. So you do have to be tenacious. I spend time between 10 p.m. at night to 2 a.m. in the morning in my office when I put together my study abroad courses for Asia. And some go well, some are really tough. In most cases, U.S. embassies do have someone who speaks English. Embassies are stronger than others, okay? Also, in calling, get a Skype account. Set up a Skype account. Just put $10 in there. You can dial anybody in the world. It's pennies, okay? They may ask you, do you have a Skype account? Do you have a WhatsApp account? Do you have a FaceTime account? Do you have a WeChat account? There are many options, and people can contact you over the internet these days. Some may go through Facebook. So be prepared for those. I carry all of those so that if someone wants to speak, I go to that medium, either on my phone or my PC. All right. The project. There's Module 1 and Module 2. A little bit of different research techniques for both of them requiring networking for primary sources if you want to have an excellent proposal. Module 1, company, country. You're going to choose hopefully a publicly owned company that you can get information on. Pick a product that you can find the information on. For example, when we've had teams do Dairy Queen, it's owned by Berkshire Hathaway. It's a little bit challenging finding those details of the gigantic company of Berkshire Hathaway. Arc'teryx jackets that belongs to a giant Finnish conglomerate. Getting those details are quite difficult of that one product line. So try to find something that has a product line that you can put your arms around and are able to size. Okay? So next, as I said, go to the library, visit with a librarian, and she'll point out tools as Euromonitor, which we have recently invested in, Morningstar we've invested in, we have Hoover's. There's a lot of materials. It's easy to get SWOTs. Just note you need to use APA referencing anytime you are writing anything that you have not published previously in your life. It needs to be cited, okay? Multiple citations in each paragraph. Otherwise, it's plagiarism. It's been a long time, but I have dealt with some serious plagiarism where I've read something that, I pulled it up and looked at it. It was right in the company report and was never cited. So please take the time to cite and then put the piece in your bibliography. Look up Purdue OWL for APA. So back to it. You're getting background through the library, through periodical sources, through company sources, company reports, company 10Ks. But best is to speak with somebody in the company. I would say 75% of the time we have success in speaking with people within the company, 100% within the industry. And so we don't go too high, we don't go too low. We try to find someone in mid-management, director level, ideally marketing and management, international if possible. Students will always go visit a site if it's available. The example I like is a large pet retailer. The students went to that site on a weekend, spoke with the store. The store responded, "Hey, we can't give out any information. It has to come through our communications department." Which, if you don't know, every employee signs something in a company that they're not to divulge any information, and we refer you to the communications department. That's bad news. And if you try to go to the communications department or the HR department, I would say 90% of the time they're not going to give you anything. So you have to speak with someone who's in the business. And that's usually best a middle manager. Two reasons. Number one, you're not asking for super secret intelligence here, okay? A lot of it you can find through research in the library. But secondly, this person should be able to share with you some general terms, some nuances, and they know the business. They're a domain expert without divulging what the latest product or secrets, etc., are. In the case of the pet store, the students were told this, but as they walked out, one of the employees handed them a phone number and said, I can't help you, but maybe someone at this phone number. They dialed that number, and the director of international marketing worked with them on their project and wanted a copy of the project when they were done. I'm not saying doors always open like that, but find companies that have good reputations, good customer service, happy employees, and are profitable. And we have success with them. Cabela's, Nordstrom's, I can't say enough of them. Some we need to leave alone for a while. Nordstrom, Chipotle, their senior management have helped us so much recently. No more cases on those. Just, we haven't had a Costco in a while. If that's what you want to do, go for it. Okay? But find something you put your arms around and become an expert in it. And when you do get a scheduled meeting with a manager, don't do it solo. Get the whole team there. The whole team has got to be in on this learning process because it's part of the mind meld and the building of the project. And plus, when it comes to Q&A time and I call on you, you're going to need to know that information. Okay? Everyone needs to know it. It's a joint learning project. So, divide and conquer, but on the key times, get together and interview people. And, some people are phone to phone, some are email. I can't say enough about executives. And, having been one of them once, we would love the opportunity to speak with students. We don't get to go into classrooms. We're busy all day. It's just a lot more service-oriented feeling to share your learnings in your business with students. I didn't know much about networking when I was in college. I happened to go to college at a school that was big on networking. It was my graduate school, the Thunderbird School of Global Management. They were ferocious on networking. I could pull up any alum, any city, any company, those alums, and speak to them. And I used that all of my career. And then I ended up working for American Express, and they were very direct. We want you to network. We want you to network within this company. We want you to know our stuff. When you got a company, 80,000 people, we want you to know who people are, who you can connect with, who you can work with, where you can get information. So networking is a real key tool. Start looking around. If somebody can't help you, ask them if they know someone who can help you. Okay? LinkedIn. A premium LinkedIn was a great tool up till recently. I don't know if it's as powerful as it was, but you can get LinkedIn free for a month, a premium LinkedIn. And it used to allow us to send letters of professional introduction saying, "Hello, I'm Todd Friends. I'm a student or I'm a teacher. Can you help me?" And the good companies, we'd send out 6 to 8 to different people and we'd hear back. We would. And they'd help us out. So that's one. Your alumni office is a very critical place to go to. Look up, especially if it's a Northwest firm, there are alums there, and they can help you with that process. Last, we have even gone to our churches. We are a Presbyterian affiliated organization, and the story I like to use is one woman that was struggling with a significant retailer from the Northwest, and we went down the list. Have you done this? Have you done this? Have you checked with your church? No, I haven't. 2 days later, she was home spring break. VP of International Marketing worked with her the whole rest of the way. They had an excellent case. So these people help us seal the deal. Okay, so look for them. Don't give up. Don't take no for an answer. If you really strike out trying everything, come get a hold of me. Okay. I'm going to pause at this point, and I'm going to go to another video because this is 10 minutes already, and we'll go to part 2 for module 2. of the GMMS project.